So in this video we are going to discuss about how to visualize categorical data. There are different kind of charts and plots like bar chart, pie chart, frequency tables, donut chart, heat map, which can be used to visualize the categorical data. I'm going to show you the Python code and how these different plots and charts look. You need not to pause the video and look at the Python code. You can I'll be sharing a link of a Colab notebook in the description of this video, and you can go there and see how these plots are created. You can even run those codes. So I'll quickly walk you through the Python codes for running these kind of charts, and you have a look into how these charts look. Okay, that's the most important thing. So you need not to remember something, you need not to pause the video and look at the code. Just quickly go through the different kind of charts, and the codes are very simple, just 4-5 line of codes, so you can look at them whenever you want. Okay, not to remember the exact syntax for generating these codes. Okay, so like memorizing them is not relevant. So you can see this is how the bar chart looks. Okay, you plot different categories in the x-axis and their corresponding values on the y-axis, and this is the Python code. Okay, similarly this is how the pie chart looks. You must have seen all these kind of charts earlier also on different websites. Okay, these are stacked bar chart. So there are categories, and then within those categories there are subcategories, and you can stack those subcategories on top of each other. Then this is the donut chart. This is of the shape of the donut. Okay, this is the count plot. It's very simple. This is heat map. Heat map is quite useful. So you can see, if you use the Seaborn library, how easy it is to create a heat map. Then these are the dot plots. So whenever you need to go through these plots, you can just directly search in the Google or ChatGPT about their codes. It's very simple, and everybody use matplotlib or Seaborn to generate these kind of plots. Now let's discuss what is frequency distribution table in the context of numerical data. So frequency distribution table for numerical data is a table that organizes data into intervals or categories and shows the number of data points that fall within each interval. Okay, it provides a summary of how the data is distributed across different ranges, making it easier to understand patterns, trend, and the distribution of the data set. Okay, so this is just the definition. Okay, once you look into this table, it will become completely clear to you. It's a very simple concept. So now next, let's discuss what are the key components of frequency distribution table. Okay, so there are two most important components of frequency distribution tables. The first one is the interval or classes, and then the second one is the frequency. Okay, remaining components are optional. Okay, so first discuss what is interval or classes. So these are the ranges into which the numerical data is grouped. For example, if you have test scores, intervals might be 0 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, and so on. Similarly, frequency is the count of how many data points fall within each interval. For example, if 5 students scored between 11 and 20 on a test, the frequency for that interval will be 5. Okay, I'm not going to go through these optional parameters. Okay, now let's look at this dummy data set. This is the test score for 30 students. Okay, as you can see, we have defined intervals like this: between 0 to 10, 11 to 20, 0 to 10 marks, 11 to 20 marks, up to 91 to 100 marks. And then this is the frequency. Okay, so it shows what's the frequency, how many students have got numbers between 0 to 10, how many students have got number between 50 and 65 students, like that. Okay, now let's see how the frequency distribution tables get represented visually. Okay, so you can see the same data set that I have shown you earlier, scores of 30 students, we have plotted their frequency in this graph. Here we have the corresponding Python code. To explain these plots. Okay, you can see we have scores of 30 different students. Okay, then we have plotted a histogram. Okay, so this code is very simple. In matplotlib you can directly plot the histogram. There is a hist function which can directly plot the frequency plot. Okay, so this is how the frequency distribution tables are represented with the help of a histogram chart. Now let's discuss what is a cross table. So cross tables are primarily used to understand the relationship between two or more categorical variables by showing how frequently each combination of the categories occurs. So like in this example, in this table, think of it like it's a survey where participants are asked about their gender and whether they prefer tea or coffee. The cross table might look like this table. Okay. Now how we are going to interpret this table? So we can see that 20 males prefer tea, 15 males prefer coffee, and 30 females prefer coffee. Okay, while 15 male prefers coffee. Okay, so the total count of people in each category, all males and all trade drinkers, is also shown. Now next discuss what is scatter plot. So scatter plot is a type of plot or mathematical diagram that uses Cartesian coordinates to display values for typically two variables for a set of data. Okay, so data is displayed as a collection of points where each point represents an observation in the data set. So this is also a very useful plot during your whole machine learning and data science journey. You're going to plot these scatter plots a lot. Okay, so you can see the Python code for plotting this scatter plot. Okay.